We enter round 3 at Merica C.C. Black by CG444 in, I believe, like a top 30-ish sort of situation. So definitely higher up the field than we've been of late. Playing pretty well. We've left a few strokes out there. But let's get after it. High winds out of the north, soft fairways, moderate greens, and the speed of the greens is moderate as well. So like I've been saying, if we can keep our heart rate down, reset ourselves before every shot, we should have a decent-ish chance at producing some nice swings, some nice shots here. So let's get it underway. Okay, so that shot right there, that's what we're trying to pretty much avoid. We're going to get away with it because we're just on the left edge, but that right there, that's like the don't talk, reset yourself. Like actually listen to the words that I'm saying. I need to pay some serious mind to it. And thank you everyone for being here, for watching on Twitch and on YouTube. If you guys have been enjoying and you don't want to miss these on YouTube, consider dropping a sub. Skipped range to miss a putt, went right to fat. Yeah, right. I'm getting the sequence of events all out of order. All right, so this is gonna be tough with the 7-iron here because we're basically losing distance, and then we've got a little bit of wind at play here. With it being high winds, I think I have to play a little bit of D-loft and some backspin. Try and get some extra distance on it. And then we want to be probably a little bit to the right of the hole. All right. Oh! I thought we were kicking into the bunker. I had no idea we were kicking to the left. That changes things quite a bit. Not the shot that we want, but holy cow. Okay. 134s and the game has been changed. We've got a different look at this now. We've got a very different look. These break quite a bit. Oh boy, these are like getting out there and turning a lot. So we've got to take quite a bit of distance off of this putt, right? And then it's like, how does this... Something up here, I think, has to be the play. Oh! Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. That's a very difficult putt. That breaks so far right to left. That breaks so far right to left. Okay. Like we said, gotta get out of our head on these. Oh, they give us just enough. They give us just enough wind here that, like, I think a stock 3-wood lands somewhere in here, probably only rolls out a little bit. Do you take a driver punch? Is that gonna have enough roll? I don't... I'm a bit concerned with this, but I think we've got to try it. I don't really want to go the route of like trying to partial the driver. This is a little bit short, but I needed to run up this left-hand side. Yeah, see, like, I just would have expected a driver punch to release a lot more. Okay, so we know now that that's just not it. Of course, this isn't exactly where you'd want to find out that it's not it, but you know, I think it's just a really tough call. Your 265 3-wood was 30 feet, and mine's 258, so I would have been 50 foot. I actually probably would have only ended up being like 8 foot further, so partial driver or like a de-lofted driver. Maybe that would have been the play, like full de-loft driver. Because that would have carried similar to my 3-wood, but had a little bit more roll. But it's like, it's so hard to make that judgment call. It's just a really nasty par 3. That just ran out of steam. That just ran out of steam. I thought that was actually, as that started to turn and slow down, I was like, okay, cool. We're on a really nice line with this, and then it just kind of died. Par on 2 is still Vandy Man approved? All right, so we're looking for Vandy's approval on this round. Hopefully we can get some birdies, because I don't think par is going to be acceptable everywhere. All right. Hard part is I feel like we're looking at a downhill lie, because if we land here, like, that's just flirting with danger. That's how you get it to the hole. Probably looking at this. This is probably your, like, land here, roll up to, like, here, and just have a little shot in. Gonna maybe give it some spin to be able to, you know, make it. Okay, adding that roll was a good call. Adding that roll was a good call. Let's make this putt. Come on, it didn't turn. Not enough, at least. I overread it. That's unfortunate. 4 shots back. Yeah, so all of these pars are approved. Every par, bogey, all of it is approved, huh? Okay. So now we know though, like mental check there. I think at that foot lie I added an extra little bit because I was like, okay, this is gonna take it out into there. It didn't. All right, so this is about a pin high Actually landing a bit short of pin high. Let's maybe get the aim going, and then we can run it from there. So 170 and then the wind. And the lie. I'm gonna give a little bit of D-loft. Just a little bit. Then this should go forward and left. There we go. Okay. There's one. Finally. All right, let's get this thing on track. Let's get this thing on track. We've been just enough off. We've been just enough off on stuff. So let's right the ship. Nothing too bad, like it's pars. We're not giving strokes back, but we've got to be scoring. Nice, we found the heavy rough patch in the middle of the fairway. Everybody's favorite. Okay. Let's try not to get upset about it. Let's try and birdie this still. Even though this is definitely stacking some odds against us. $55, $52, probably close to 50 and some wind. It's only 40 yards, but like wind should still play a little bit. I'm just gonna play. It's gonna be heavy rough, so I'm gonna play mostly the backspin. I mean, like, I don't know what else to do there. Not much else we can do. That's just a terrible hand given to us. That's one heck of a birdie. That's one heck of a birdie. I'll take it. The circle doesn't tell a story, but we all know what happened here. We all know what happened here. That was wild. $115. This should be enough, and I think I'm not gonna even play any sort of, maybe a little bit. Blame Vike. I thought we, or do we just blame Vike even though it's BJ's fault? Is that how this works? I knew it! Gosh darn it, Colby. I just had this sinking feeling I was gonna pull the fast out. It's slower greens, so there's a chance, but I gotta play this a little bit. Okay. That was just the fast coming in. I've been having a hard time for whatever reason in these pressure shots. I've been really letting it get to me lately. Okay. Okay. Keeping ourselves safely afloat. Just your average run-of-the-mill par. Yeah, so I mean the big thing there is like I need to reset myself. I pull back. Yeah, one putt as well. Putt and a chip. Just in the wrong order. But yeah, that's like I need to reset my I pull back and I feel a little bit off and I'm like in my head I just say I'm going on the next swing and we rip it fast. So that's all of that is solely on me like needing to recognize the situation. Just needing to recognize the situation and like whoa, 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 whoa. Wind. That lie, I have to give way more credit to that lie. That lie didn't look like a lot to me, but it definitely was a lot. And I guess that push was a lot more. What's going on, Boost? Yeah, pucker factor was at about a maximum. About a maximum there. Don't you do that to me. Alright, we'll take the bird. I would have loved the big eagle there. But just enough off the mark. I might just be bunker bound. Ooh, we're not even in the bunker. Imagine that. Eh, boy. All right. Maybe laying up would have been the smart play, but hindsight's 2020. We're, look good, feel good. We were going for that always, right? Not the worst. Not the worst. But this putt has just enough, like, subtle movement in it to haunt your dreams. This putt has just enough of that, like, ever so slight movement. Especially at this much downhill. You know? At this much downhill. Be safe here. Yeah, that rolled out a little bit more than I was banking on, Scud. That one, that one, I thought I hit it softer than that, but it went. Think you rolled that one off? Yeah, if that doesn't hit the cup, we're off. All right, little bit of backspin. This should have enough carry on it to kind of shoot the gap and leave ourselves down. Like, I don't need to full send it, just enough to be down into long flop, maybe pitch territory. So that's long flop. Make sure it happens more often than not. Yeah, you're replaying shots with different wins and you're like, okay, this is like just spaced enough. The kind of annoying part is like, because everybody plays like almost the same distance of driver, like everybody's pretty much playing up at 100 power. So everything can be like precisely sucks to be you. And then, you know, knowing the gap to what everybody's like 3-wood is roughly about, and being your layup sucks too. Have fun. Sandwich flop is a bit short. So I think with this... Ooh, but you know what? We have this downhill lie. I might just play it like a touch forward. Laid up into the rough, actually. Yeah, and like lay up into the rough is worse than just going for it and being in the rough, because your yardage difference is like 50 plus yards. Right? So it's like this horrible conflict that they put you in. Like, if you miss, you better... Oh, wow. I hit it too fast. But it's like, if you miss, you better... Or if you lay up, you better make your layup work. Also, I think we might have to chip it solely because of this. Look at that. Look at that break if we decide that we want to go for this putt. I should have just gone with the gap wedge with some spin. That was definitely the smarter play. But maybe if I work this back from the hole... Because it's more... more breaking on that right-hand side than the left. Almost. Almost. That's one that we should birdie, though. That's one that we should birdie. We get it down to that flop territory. we really should be getting the flop out of there. All right, this is right down the heart of the fairway. If this ends up in the rough, I need to call that hotline. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Now the problem here is we're in between clubs because sandwich on this, like if we get 6 yards, right, we're still 11 short and that's too much. All right. I think we want to be... I think we do actually want to be a little bit left-hand side. Because as much as the putt is uphill... now look at that. That bounce and release, though, still a little bit much. Probably, I mean, because of the tailwind. I did hit it fast, though, so I have to take that into consideration as to why we're long. Ooh, little bit heavy-handed, but we're good. Little bit heavy-handed, but we're good. All right, so they really got us tucked back on this shot, which means with this wind, and you really know how to put me in conflict, that's for certain. This is too long, this is too short. Right? Because if we're out here. We're out here, right? So let's take this just shy of this. Sure. Why not? What could go wrong? Well, we're gonna hang it out left. That's one thing that could go wrong. Right, Maximo? Famous last words. But it's slower greens. So even though we're in the heavy rough here, I think slower greens, we should be able to stop it. I just have to make sure that I'm mindful of this. I'm okay with it. It's a little bit shorter. Like, we got the low end of the stick there. But that's such a tough approach. That's such a tough approach shot. Because they have me so in between clubs, and with the way that green slopes, like, you miss it. You miss it too much, and you're in really not a great spot. I think it's short enough that bunker should be out of play. $199. The headwind just makes this course so painful. So painful. Because, I mean, what? You're trying to put it in this back corner, and yeah. I mean, I think you almost have to play something a little bit more center green. And then take the putt from here. Like, I think that's all you could really do in like in a reasonable sense. Because I don't really want to, if we're trying to like go right at that flag, I don't see it going well for us. This has so much break to it. Ah. And that's even with the firmer line there. So just goes to show how much break there was along the way. Okay. Obviously, we wanna be able to score some of these, but that's a tough hole. It's a very tough hole. The entire screen is still moving, but your character is frozen, and nothing is inputting. Is the controller connected? I would try hitting the center button and seeing if that registers anything. If that does and it's frozen, you might have to quit the game, and hopefully it has some form of autosave. It's like, if you press it, does it bring up the home? $186. So this is about pin high carry on the 6-iron. So I think if we just go like on the backspin front and try to put brakes, even if we go out the back of the green a little bit, I think it's okay. There's the pin high. I'll take it. Home screen on the Xbox, it should be the center button, and then it should come up with a pop-up that has like a home button and some things. You can force quit the game from there and reload it. I mean, obviously that risks the progress being saved, but if it's frozen, or progress being lost, but if it's frozen, like, you're pretty much resorting to that anyway. There we go. Big putt. Can save and exit all of a sudden. I take the money and run, right? Ask questions later. Ask questions later. Alright, this is a forced layup hole. Buy her a Series X. For the one time a year that she plays the Xbox, I'm gonna say no. Equal rights. She's got the Xbox One. She could play the PS4 if she wanted. She has the Switch already. She's only playing the Xbox because I used my Xbox and paid for Game Pass for a day. And I said, you have the rest of the month to use this. You can almost. You actually. There's a part of me that wants to try this. Because I have 282, 290, and then the wind. I know this is so bad, but like content, right? We're going for it. YOLO. I am so good at parking it on top of the hill. Greatest putt of my entire life. Replay it quick. Scott, it's not like the replay was gonna show anything. It's not like the replay was gonna show anything, man. Kilbride, what's going on? Mikey, how's it going? Hey, that'll bring you out of lurk. Come on, we went for it, and we pull it off. Probably one of the few people to eagle that hole. Truly amazing. Truly, truly amazing. Okay, now we have to somehow calm ourselves. Now we have to somehow calm ourselves and come back and hit a good shot here. Oh, and we strike one online? Stay up. I knew that it didn't quite have the legs. But I can't go for the overpower, and I can't really stretch that 5-iron much further. The green's being this soft, if I play loft and, or if I play backspin, it actually will stop when I carry it further. Thanks for the emotional support. You go night and go through rocks. GG's, Catherine. Good night. All right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Get in there. Get in there. And then we get the drivable par 4 in the back. So you kind of want to just go up in here. If you're lucky, you hit through here and kind of send it. But if anything, this is as far left as we would want to be. What a shot. We've got a look-see. We've got a look-see. Come on! What a stretch! What a stretch! All right, now we've gotta cool the jets a little bit. We're downhill, downwind. So we're gonna play this nice and steady 4-iron. You would have liked to see this on sadistic conditions. Watch us come back to this course for a major. And they just crank up the conditions and be like, "Oh, you thought it was hard when you guys played it last time? Well, think again." Okay, so 161. We've got 166. So water points. I know they're not going to, Pat, but like, I feel like that's the only way that they would have cranked this up is if they used it for the major. Like that's straight up the only way that we. That could be long now. 101 fast. Repurpose it for Rub of the Green. Go very high winds, very firm 186s. That would be some challenge. That would be some challenge. Cause like we're playing this, we had 155s for the first round, and now we've been on 134s and some moderate and some soft. The winds haven't been crazy. And like obviously you've got people that are scoring, but it is definitely keeping scores in check for the most part, right? So that's firm. In the hole. We're just all right. We're getting a little bit lucky, but I guess some of it must mean we're putting ourselves in the right sort of reads if we're able to will these things into the hole. This course, you're more afraid of very high winds than firmer greens? You'd like to see how it plays with very firms. I think both would be terrifying. I think certain holes would be more terrifying. And certain pin locations would be more terrifying, like for the very firms versus the very high winds. But I think all in all, like they'd both be quite scary. Say we lose 10 yards there, and we wouldn't get... The thing is with this, we're not going to get a lot of the wins. So if we take off 10 yards here, we're 4 yards short. And the wind's going to play only a little bit. Wind got a little bit more, probably because of the backspin that we put on that. So extra carry, and then that actually gets it going. Quite a bit more defensive. Yeah, 176 is, if that's what they play on, yeah, that's definitely going to be more defensive for sure. All right, let's just see if we can feel this one out. Something out here. Can you imagine if we pulled out one more eagle there? That would have been sick. But what a round. Come on. Come on now. 13 under. We are, that back nine was something to behold. That was, whoo. It feels good. It feels really good to play like that again. Feels like it's been a while, and what a week to pull that out. Looking forward to round 4. That's a heck of a moving day.